Hey guys, welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So it is October, so this week it's a video every day because it's leading up to my birthday, and I am trying to get up early in the mornings and do these videos, so my voice might sound a little weird but it's early. So Victober, I've done it a couple of times. I try to do it because it just gives me a chance to add some more classics on my TBR and to get through some to add. I can't complain that much because so far this year I've read, I believe, 7 classics. Some Victorian, some are modern classic. I believe one was from the Harlem Renaissance. So I've been fairly good on, you know, reading the classics, but I need to add more. I'm a person that likes to have a good bit. So Victober, I get excited because these are books that are published during the Victorian era, meaning from her reign, 1837 to 1901. And all the books I have except for one was before that period, actually before she was even born. So let's get through I picked up 3 new ones, or 4, and I have 2 on my list that are from my bookshelf. I still have quite a few, not quite, I would say 6 or 7 classics on my bookshelf that I haven't read yet. And there's some that I bought this year and there's some that's older, but nevertheless, let's go through the ones that I hope to get through this month. I'm very ambitious. There's 6, but to be fair, they're not chunky. So it's a high possibility I should be able to get through these. So let's start with the group read. Now, I usually don't really stick to the prompts for Victober. I just wing it. As long as the books are published during that time, I just like it might fit into one of the category. But I have tried to read the group read, and this one is The Doctor's Wife, and M.E. Brandon. So this is, I think this stands for Mary Elizabeth. Never heard of her. Shame on me. But again, when it comes to classic, it's just I'm so used to the bigger names that I don't know much about. But this is the thing, guys. I ordered this online. Why this broad book? And the font is evil. Y'all, look at my eyes is not gonna be any good. But then I was so glad that they had the e-copy of this for 99 cents. So that's probably why I'm going to read it on my Kindle, because I have no idea. I mean, look at my head, guys. Why? This is the normal size of a book. Why? Yeah. So this is a story that followed 2 surgeons. And I believe one is a aristocrat kind of deal. And their wife, and there's some money going on. They don't make a lot. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to this pretty much not knowing a lot, but we're gonna read with a group, and I don't even know. It's saying 100 and something page, but I don't know the true amount because of how small the font is. So this is probably the longest book on the list that I have. In a regular book, it's probably about 300 something page. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't. Yeah, this ever happened to you before? All right. Then I am Elizabeth Gaskell fan. I've read her books. I've reviewed them here before. I always get a kick out of her books, but I didn't even realize she had a short story collection, and this was called The Gray Woman and Other Tales. And I'm excited for this because it is short story collection. So where I hoping, is it a short story collection? Yeah, it's a short story, but the layout is so weird. I just bought the book. I never even looked in it. How do I know it's even it just looked like a run-on, like it's going. I might be wrong. It might be a novel. Like, there's no break. There's no chapter. It's like, I might be wrong, y'all. I might be wrong. But either way, we're going to get into this. I love the author, so we're going to get into this. So I had got one black author. Now, Charles Chestnut, W. Chestnut, he's the one drop dude. But he always claimed his blackness from the one drop. I saw a picture of what he looked like and I was like, huh? He's definitely a one drop person, but he is identified. He is never not identify himself as nothing other than being a black man. Nevertheless, we're going to read The Conjure Woman and Other Conjure Tales. And this is supposed to be one of the early collection of stories by the author. And it says Life on a North Carolina Plantation and the African American Literary Classics. So we're going to get to this because I bought it not too long ago and I've always wanted to get into it. The font is nice. The font is nice. The font is nice. So my eyes won't die. My eyes will survive this. So I like this because, again, it is stories, so I can, you know, read it little by little in between other stories. So I should be able to get through this month. I picked up another new book. It is not Victorian because it was published a year before she was even born. And only because it is October and I think I want to get another gothic horror, I don't know, in the mix. This book has been a book I've been eyeing for months. After reading the picture of Dorian Gray, I remember thinking maybe I can handle this genre in the classic more. So we're gonna do Frankenstein. And I know it's totally different from movies. I know it's probably gonna be a mix because I've seen mixed reviews of people. But I want to, and I'm gonna give it a fair try. If I don't make it, I don't make it. But we're gonna go with this, and I don't know if it's a good version, but you know I love me the Penguin classics, and we're gonna try, guys. We're going to try. All right, so two other books that's been on my shelf that I want to get to is Elizabeth Gaskell again, and this is Cranford. Now let me tell you, I did get about 50 pages in this book and I put it down. I don't know why. And the thing is, I wanted to read it so bad because I wanted to watch the miniseries, and but it just didn't happen for me this year. I think I attempted early in the year, so I will start over because I mean, even though I got 50 pages in, I can't even remember what it was about in terms of what I read. I do know it is following two Spencers and they're in a community and this man comes in the mix. Yeah, it's one of those women gender push kind of situation. I might be wrong, but I can't remember what I read so far. That's just how much I don't remember, but I know I need to start over. And yeah. And then I have wanted to jump on the Emile Zola train. And this is the first book in her series. And this is The Fortune of Rogan. Yeah. I was trying to pronounce it the French way, but that was a fail. But I hear so much about this author. I want to be like smitten by the author as well. But there are several books in the series. I just need to get to at least one. So I'm hoping, and I'm just gonna tell you how committed I am. I have this on my Kindle as well. This is how committed I am that I said this year is the year that I read Zola. I read one of his books this year. This year is gonna happen, and I want to get into this. And I probably will start with this most likely, if not. But it's one of the ones I'm very much committed to finish this year. Not this year, but this month, I meant. So that's what I have. And we are going to get to these books. So if you read any of these, or if you are doing Victober, let me know. And let me know what fun books you going to be reading. I'm always looking forward to books to add to my classic collection. And you know I love the shenanigans, so the more drama, the more, you know, the back in the days what was considered scandalous, I'm here for it. So let me know. And I'm here for it, you know. Alright guys, I see you in tomorrow's video, so come on back tomorrow. Alright guys, bye.